Hello, this is Kurt Paulsen, and I'm from Greenland, and this is current evidence of dark energy. To understand dark energy, we have to begin with the gravity. Like I say in Kurt evidence of fourth dimension, gravity is a fourth-dimensional vortex created by a black hole, like this you can see. This is Earth, and in the middle there is a small black hole, fourth-dimensional black hole. And this black hole creates this vortex, fourth-dimensional vortex. If imagining this vortex begin and continues inside of fourth dimension, you can see we are still in the middle of Earth. But in fourth dimension, this vortex is continuous and out again like a wormhole. That's how gravity works. It's the same the other way. Yeah. Like that. Now you know a little bit about gravity. First, why Moon is 6 degrees angle away from our equator? The reason is Earth 20 degrees tilted relative to our Sun, like that. That's the Moon. You can see it's tilted with 20 degrees tilt angle relative to disk. If you imagine this is solar system, this disk. And there is invincible disk of Earth, and it is 23 degrees angle relative to this disk. And this Moon is edge of this disk, and Earth disk and solar system disk. There's begin a battle. The disk of solar system pull down the Moon. So it's create this 6 degrees angle relative to our equator because of solar system, or because of Earth is tilted with 23 degrees angle. It's the same the other way. The disk of solar system pull up the Moon, and it's the other way with 6 degrees angle. That's how the Moon works. Now you know it. It's the same with our Milky Way. If imagining this is Milky Way, and this is solar system, and this is black hole. First, let me show you here. Here, you can see this is Milky Way, and this solar system. You can see it's tilted with 6 degrees angle. If imagining this is solar system, and this is the Sun, and this is black hole at the center of Milky Way. And this is Pluto. Pluto is edge of this disk. There is battle between these two. That's why Pluto is up here and down here. Because here near to black hole, gravity is a little smaller relative to behind. Because vortex is not a little stronger behind relative to front, because the front is too close to black hole. So the disk is a little smaller here and a little longer here, so it's created a little bit of triangle shape. That's why Pluto is closer here and a little longer away here. That's how it works. There is battle between these two disks, and that's how you can see Pluto's and the smaller ones orbits. Now you know how gravity works. Now to the heat energy. How heat works. We know heat is vibration of atoms and molecules. But how? What is the real reason for vibration? The real reason is black holes inside of atoms are increasing velocity. With other words, black holes are expanding, become stronger because of heat of environment. Heat is created by a black hole and transported to the next black holes of atoms. Let me show you a little bit. This is atom, and in the middle there is a little black hole, and this black hole is expanding of heat of environment from the other atoms, or who knows. That's how atoms and molecules begin vibration. If this black hole is becoming a bigger, the vortex becomes a lot bigger relative to how much black holes is bigger. That's how, if imagine this two is atoms, there's limited space. That's how they cross together like that, hit together, and creating this vibration, because vortex is a lot bigger before then. Oh, you know, yes, vortex is a lot bigger than before because of heat of environment. That's how it works. Now you know heat energy, how heat energy works. And heat comes from a gravity. And gravity is a black hole. So if heat is black holes that expanding, what is light? With other words, what is photons? We know light is electromagnetic. So that is the answer. Like I say in quantum mechanics law, photons are tunnels of electromagnetic, created by small black holes inside of those tunnels of magnetic, like that. If you imagine this is a photon, and inside there is small black holes, and this black hole is creating this electromagnetic tunnels of electromagnetic. That is photon. Like a superclusters. If you see Laniakea here. Here is Laniakea. You can see these tunnels. This is tentacles of Laniakea. They are tunnels, like a photons. Yes, superclusters are tunnels of electromagnetics created by at the center of galaxies, like a photons, like that. If imagining this is photons. Now you know what photons and superclusters are. Like I say, in Kurtz's evidence of fourth dimension, superclusters are expanding, not the universe. This is not entirely true. I will explain it later. First, if superclusters are expanding, that means black holes at the center of galaxies are expanding. And that means vortex created by black holes are also expanding. That's how galaxies are pushed away from each other. Let me show you. Yeah. Here is an example. If you see this paper, you can see they are expanding. Those in the middle, that is galaxies. And those is vortex of this black hole at the center of Milky Ways or galaxies. If you're imagining heat, there's more heat in the black holes, and black holes is expanding. That's how vortex is also expanding. You can see every time a black hole is expanding, vortex is also expanding. That's how you can see how much the longer away from each others, each galaxies is now longer away before. If you imagine this is the beginning and this is right now, you can see. If imagine this is in a circle, you can see how much they are pushed away from each other. Each of galaxies. That's how expansions works. Not like that, like we know before. If imagine this is a universe, this is all. This is galaxies, and universe is expanding. This is not like that. That is wrong. That is the truth. Every black holes are expanding because of heat. That's how black holes create a bigger gravity, a bigger vortex, and they are pushing each other away from self. That is expansion of our universe. But that is not entirely, that is true, but not entirely true. Let me show you. Okay. Just a minute. And if black holes are becoming hotter and hotter, like that you can see. So where comes this heat from? Like I say in Kurt's theory of everything, there is only one fundamental force in universe, and that is black hole. With other words, space itself is the only force in universe. Heat begins by black holes from particles, atoms, moons, planets, stars, then giant black holes. That's how heat is generated. Everything is becoming hotter and hotter. Every black holes are expanding because of heat. We know, like some say, universe is cooling down. Yes, outside of this wormholes, black holes, because it's so big, here outside is cooling down, but black hole itself, it's becoming hotter and hotter. That's how expansion of dark energy works. From heat energy, heat from black holes. So why is not entirely true when I say superclusters are expanding? Not the universe. The reason is there is a giant black hole at the center of our universe. How I know it? Because of shape of Liniaceae and superclusters. Liniaceae is triangle and warp of our Milky Way galaxy. Let me show you. You can see Liniaceae is triangle. Like I say, closer to black hole is a little smaller, and away from black hole is a little bigger. That's why there's not a circle, but more like a triangle. That's how I know there is a black hole. It's the same. If you look this, the Milky Way is rough and scientists have no idea. Just a second. You can see Milky Way is rough. That's because a giant black hole at the center of our universe. Like I say, in Kurt's quantum mechanics law, waves of black holes go inside of tunnels and creating this twisted like a drill inside of this photon. It's the same with our superclusters. Tentacles of superclusters are tunnels, and this a giant black hole at the center of the universe has those waves, space waves, heat waves are going inside of our, if imagine this is tentacles of Liniaceae, and this a giant black hole's wave, heat waves go inside and twist it like a drill inside of this tunnel. That's how you can see. That's how we got this Milky Way, rock of Milky Way, because of twisted waves. Now you know it. Yes. Now you know there is an extremely tiny black hole at the center of our universe. So, here is the real question. If there is a bigger universe, and if space itself is fundamental force in universe, and if superclusters are tunnels like a photons, the question is, are we inside of light itself? With other words, our space is light in a bigger universe, and we are inside of this light? That is a good question. Well, that's it. Now you know how dark energy works. And thanks for watching.